Good morning, Father Nicolas. What a
Morning,
privilege it is to be with you here at St. Athanasius. And the reason that we're chatting today is about showers of blessing and realization that we're coming up on nearly a year since St. Athanasius welcomed us to this location. And for us, it's been an extraordinary experience. And I wanted to capture your thoughts on this experience of the shower and all coming. And as I've indicated to you, what I want to do is to be able to share this with other groups that may be considering bringing a shower to their church or location. And for you to just sort of share what the experience has been and what you've learned and what you think it might be helpful for them to know.
Well, for us, it's been a wonderful experience to have the showers of blessing here on in our community. We've been involved with our brothers and sisters without homes for many, many years, and this was an opportunity for us to, I think, to step into kind of a new experience, having them actually come on our grounds, and for us to be able to kind of engage them in a very specific need they have, which is to take a shower, which I think opens many doors for them. A couple things. One is that they now have an opportunity to walk in the community feeling a bit more accepted. They can apply for a job, they can apply for housing, and we've seen all this kind of help them move in that direction, which has been, I think, just a very, very positive thing. For us, in our work on the streets, for these many years, we've always seen it as an opportunity to help these folks be assisted in other means. In other words, to find people to come, social workers, nurses, doctors, so that they're actually not just taking a shower, but they're actually being making available to them other social services. And so it really helps them in so many different ways. And that's been really, for us, one of the critical pieces in our work with the people on the streets, is to actually help them move forward through contact with other social services. And I think that's been one of the advantages of the showers of blessing. The other thing that I think has been really exciting is that you really begin to develop a sense of community with them when they come here. They become attached a bit to your church community. They become grateful for the people that are out there assisting. And so we gain this relationship, kind of a person-to-person relationship. So it's not, us who have homes and those that don't. It's people connecting with people. And I think that really is a significant piece for us here, to understand that we're all kind of struggling in this life to some degree. Others, some with some things, others with others. But we come together on this kind of person-to-person level. And it's just really a blessing to kind of be side by side with them. And them to get to know us and us to get to know them. That's been really, really a positive thing.
So we come here once a week. We come Wednesdays and do showers for a couple of hours, 11 to 1 o'clock. You folks are very generous in not only providing us a facility, water and some electricity, but you have some of your people who are always here and are helpful, and they're preparing snacks. As I recall, I think you started with making soups here, kind of a thing. Tell us a little bit about the practical part of the day and how that goes and what the impact it has on your congregation.
Yes, I have several people that kind of work in the ministry, and we really see this as a ministry, and the people that have accepted it see this as part of their not only service to the church but service to the community. I have a beautiful young lady that comes in and makes sandwiches and other treats, coffee, juice and water for our friends. And then I have somebody that kind of oversees the grounds for that day. But it's been, again, I think more of an issue of connection, not just making sandwiches and serving, but really beginning to develop a relationship with these folks. And you know, it's wonderful to exchange greetings, personal names. You know, a lot of these folks aren't addressed by their names. They're seen as kind of the homeless people. Well, here that's not the case. They all are friends of ours now. They all are in that way part of our community. And I think that those folks that serve in that regard feel that same way about them.
Tell us a little bit about when we came. Obviously, congregations have concerns about having additional homeless in their area. You didn't know, although you know Doug Miller well, you know, we were sort of new to you. You had sort of seen at St. Michael's how it was working. But what concerns might you have, or might someone else who's considering bringing a shower, what concerns might they have, which would be normal concerns, and what has your experience been relative to that?
You know, I think generally you're thinking that there may be some behaviors on the grounds that would not be acceptable. Maybe they're smoking, or they'd be drinking, or just kind of loitering in a sense. But that's not been the case for two reasons. One, there's a parameter established by us and by the people that run the showers. Here's the acceptable behavior for our folks when you're here on the grounds at St. Athanasius. And not only is it accepted, it's enthusiastically accepted by our folks on the streets. They like the idea that there's a nice boundary for them, and they understand that, and they respect it. So I think if that's kind of the struggle for people, the idea that there's going to be boundaries that might be crossed, we've not found that to be the case. And if they are, a simple reminder and there's simple correction. The folks on the streets that are coming are very grateful for this. So, and they see this as a privilege, not as something that, you know, in a sense they're owed, but in a sense that they're being offered. And it's really, they accept it as a privilege, and I think they respond to it that way.
Thank you. What else? Is there anything else in closing that comes to your mind that you would like to share?
I think for us, we have felt the Lord has called us to minister to folks that have less. When we were out in Isla Vista, we began to start a ministry with the people on the streets, our friends on the streets. And we saw, as things progressed, people getting healthier, people getting better, people given opportunities. So that's been the blessing for us.
Father Nicolas, what a pleasure. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and thank you for your steadfast support of Showers of Blessing and for those on the streets that we serve.
Yeah, you're welcome.